The quest for longevity has fascinated humanity for centuries, and few cultures have mastered the art of living long, healthy lives as effectively as the Japanese. With one of the highest life expectancies in the world, Japan offers valuable insights into the dietary habits that promote vitality well into old age. Among the most respected voices on this subject is Japan's oldest practicing doctor, whose simple yet profound advice centers around a handful of everyday foods that can significantly extend lifespan. These foods, deeply rooted in traditional Japanese cuisine, are not exotic or difficult to find. Rather, they are humble, nutrient-dense staples that work synergistically to nourish the body, prevent disease, and sustain energy over decades. By incorporating these foods into daily meals, anyone can emulate the dietary patterns that have allowed countless Japanese centenarians to thrive. At the core of this longevity diet is fish, particularly fatty varieties like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids, these fish reduce inflammation, protect heart health, and support brain function, key factors in preventing age-related decline. Unlike red meat, which can contribute to chronic inflammation and cardiovascular disease when consumed in excess, fish provides high-quality protein without the harmful saturated fats. The Japanese practice of eating fish daily, often in modest portions as part of a balanced meal, ensures a steady intake of these essential nutrients. Omega-3s also play a crucial role in maintaining cellular integrity, slowing the wear and tear that accelerates aging. Grilled, steamed, or raw in the form of sashimi, fish is prepared in ways that preserve its nutritional value, avoiding the heavy frying or processed additives that diminish its benefits. Another pillar of the Japanese longevity diet is seaweed, a staple in dishes like miso soup, sushi, and salads. Seaweed is a powerhouse of minerals, including iodine, magnesium, and calcium, which are vital for thyroid function, bone health, and muscle contraction. It also contains unique compounds like fucoidan, which has been studied for its anti-cancer and immune-boosting properties. The high fiber content in seaweed promotes gut health, fostering a diverse microbiome linked to reduced inflammation and improved metabolic function. Unlike land vegetables, seaweed absorbs trace minerals from the ocean, offering nutrients that are often scarce in modern diets. Its umami flavor enhances meals without the need for excessive salt or artificial seasonings, making it a perfect addition to a longevity-focused eating plan. Fermented foods are another non-negotiable in the Japanese approach to long life. Miso, natto, tempeh, and pickled vegetables are consumed regularly, delivering probiotics that support digestive health and strengthen the immune system. Natto, in particular, is renowned for its high vitamin K2 content, which directs calcium to the bones and teeth rather than allowing it to accumulate in arteries, reducing the risk of osteoporosis and cardiovascular disease. The fermentation process also breaks down proteins and carbohydrates, making these foods easier to digest and increasing the bioavailability of nutrients. For seniors, whose digestive efficiency often declines with age, fermented foods can be a game changer, ensuring optimal nutrient absorption and reducing bloating or discomfort. The Japanese practice of eating fermented foods daily, whether in a morning bowl of miso soup or as a side dish, provides a consistent supply of beneficial bacteria that maintain gut balance and overall health. Whole soy products, such as tofu and edamame, are another cornerstone of the Japanese longevity diet. Unlike processed soy found in many Western products, traditional Japanese soy foods are minimally processed, retaining their natural isoflavones, which have been linked to reduced risk of hormone-related cancers and improved heart health. Soy provides complete plant-based protein, offering an alternative to animal products without sacrificing essential amino acids. Its phytoestrogens can also help balance hormones in postmenopausal women, alleviating symptoms like hot flashes and supporting bone density. The key, as with all aspects of the Japanese diet, is moderation and variety. Soy is consumed as part of a diverse diet rather than in isolation, ensuring a broad spectrum of nutrients. Sweet potatoes, particularly the purple-fleshed varieties common in Okinawa, are another longevity superfood. Packed with antioxidants like anthocyanins, which combat oxidative stress and inflammation, sweet potatoes also provide complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, preventing blood sugar spikes. Their high fiber content supports digestive health and promotes satiety, reducing the likelihood of overeating. Unlike white potatoes, which can disrupt blood sugar balance, sweet potatoes have a lower glycemic index, making them ideal for maintaining metabolic health. The Okinawan practice of hara-hachi-bu eating until 80% full often incorporates sweet potatoes as a satisfying, nutrient-dense base for meals, ensuring calorie restriction without malnutrition, a proven factor in extending lifespan. Green tea, especially matcha, is another daily ritual in Japan that contributes to longevity. Rich in catechins, a type of antioxidant, green tea has been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease, lower cholesterol, and even enhance cognitive function. The L-theanine in green tea promotes relaxation without drowsiness, counteracting stress, a major accelerant of aging. Unlike coffee, which can cause jitters or energy crashes, green tea provides a steady, gentle boost in alertness while protecting cells from damage. The Japanese habit of drinking green tea throughout the day, often without sweeteners, ensures a constant influx of these protective compounds, supporting everything from cardiovascular health to cancer prevention. Finally, the Japanese emphasis on fresh, seasonal, and minimally processed foods cannot be overstated. Rather than relying on packaged or preserved items, traditional Japanese meals center around ingredients at their peak ripeness and nutritional value. This practice not only maximizes vitamin and mineral intake, but also reduces exposure to additives and preservatives that can harm long-term health. Meals are prepared with care, often using gentle cooking methods like steaming, simmering, or grilling that preserve nutrients and enhance natural flavors. Portion control is another critical aspect. Dishes are served in small, varied amounts, ensuring a balanced intake without overconsumption. The synergy of these dietary habits creates a foundation for longevity that goes beyond any single food. It's the combination of omega-3 rich fish, mineral-dense seaweed, probiotic-packed fermented foods, wholesome soy, antioxidant-loaded sweet potatoes, and catechins from green tea, all consumed in moderation and prepared with mindfulness, that sets the stage for a century of health. The Japanese oldest doctor's advice isn't about quick fixes or extreme restrictions, but about cultivating a sustainable, pleasurable way of eating that nourishes the body consistently over time. Beyond diet, the Japanese approach to longevity also incorporates cultural attitudes that reinforce these habits. Meals are seen as a time for gratitude and connection, eaten slowly and savored, rather than rushed. Physical activity is woven into daily life, whether through walking, gardening, or traditional practices like Tai Chi. Stress management, through rituals like tea ceremonies or forest bathing, further supports the body's resilience. These lifestyle factors, combined with the right foods, create a holistic system that promotes not just long life but vibrant health at every age. For those outside Japan, adopting these principles doesn't require a complete overhaul of their current diet. Small, incremental changes like swapping red meat for fish a few times a week, adding a daily cup of green tea, or incorporating fermented foods into meals can yield significant benefits over time. The key is consistency and a shift in perspective, viewing food as medicine that builds health day by day. The Japanese oldest doctor's wisdom is a reminder that longevity isn't about exotic superfoods or drastic measures, but about the cumulative power of simple, wholesome choices made every day. By embracing these foods and the mindset that accompanies them, living to 100 with strength, clarity, and joy becomes not just a possibility but a realistic, achievable goal. The science behind these dietary choices further validates their role in longevity. Studies on Okinawans, who have one of the highest concentrations of centenarians in the world, reveal that their low-calorie, nutrient-rich diet correlates with lower rates of age-related diseases like Alzheimer's, diabetes, and heart disease. The omega-3s in fish, for instance, are known to reduce arterial plaque and improve endothelial function. While the polyphenols in green tea enhance mitochondrial efficiency, the energy powerhouses of cells. Fermented foods probiotics influence the gut-brain axis, potentially staving off neurodegenerative conditions. Even the practice of eating seasonally aligns with circadian biology, optimizing metabolic processes. Moreover, these foods address the hallmarks of aging at a cellular level. Oxidative stress, inflammation, and glycation, all drivers of aging, are mitigated by the antioxidants in sweet potatoes, the anti-inflammatory compounds in seaweed, and the blood sugar stabilizing fiber in soy. Telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that shorten with age, may be preserved longer by diets rich in these nutrients, delaying cellular senescence. The Japanese diet, therefore, isn't just about adding years to life but life to years, ensuring that those extra decades are marked by mobility, mental acuity, and freedom from chronic illness. Practical implementation starts with rethinking meal structure. A typical day might begin with miso soup, fermented soy, a small piece of grilled fish, and steamed vegetables, followed by green tea. Lunch could include a seaweed salad, tofu, and a portion of purple sweet potato, while dinner might feature sashimi, pickled vegetables, and brown rice. Snacks are minimal, perhaps some edamame or fruit, aligning with the principle of eating until 80% full. Over time, these choices become habitual, reshaping taste preferences and reducing cravings for processed, inflammatory foods. Critically, this way of eating is adaptable. For those with fish allergies, plant-based omega-3s from flax seeds or walnuts can supplement. Dairy-free individuals benefit from soy and seaweed's calcium, while gluten-sensitive people can rely on rice and fermented alternatives. The flexibility within the framework ensures it's accessible across cultures and dietary restrictions. The psychological shift is equally important. In Japan, food is celebrated but not obsessed over. It's one part of a balanced life that includes social connections, purpose, and movement. This contrasts with Western diet culture's extremes of restriction and indulgence. By adopting a more Japanese mindset, viewing food as a source of joy and health rather than guilt or reward, the stress that often undermines dietary efforts is eliminated. In essence, the Japanese oldest doctor's prescription is a return to simplicity. It's eating real, unprocessed foods in balanced combinations, enjoying meals mindfully, and moving naturally. There's no magic pill, just the accumulated wisdom of generations who've proven that longevity is woven from daily habits. By embracing these principles, anyone, anywhere, can take meaningful steps toward a century of health, one bite, one sip, one day at a time. The global rise in chronic diseases underscores the urgency of re-examining dietary norms. As processed foods high in sugar, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives dominate many diets, the Japanese model offers a proven alternative. Communities like Okinawa, where centenarians remain active, social, and mentally sharp, provide living proof that diet directly impacts lifespan and healthspan. Their reliance on whole, plant-based foods complemented by lean proteins mirrors the Mediterranean diet's success, suggesting universal principles for longevity across cultures. Yet, the Japanese approach is distinct in its emphasis on specific foods like seaweed and fermented items, which are less common in Western diets. This highlights the importance of diversity in nutrition. No single food holds the key, but rather the interplay of many nutrient sources. For instance, the iodine in seaweed supports thyroid function, which regulates metabolism, while the probiotics in miso maintain gut health, influencing everything from immunity to mood. The anthocyanins in purple sweet potatoes protect against oxidative damage, a precursor to cancer and cognitive decline. Together, these foods create a multifaceted defense against aging's assaults. Modern science continues to uncover mechanisms behind these benefits. Research on Natto's nattokinase enzyme, for example, reveals its ability to dissolve blood clots, reducing stroke risk. Matcha's egg compound has been shown to enhance fat burning and protect neurons. Even the umami flavor in seaweed and fermented foods triggers satiety signals, preventing overeating. These findings validate traditional wisdom with empirical evidence, bridging ancient practices and contemporary health. Adopting this diet doesn't necessitate moving to Japan or abandoning cultural food traditions. It's about integrating key elements into existing patterns. Adding a weekly seaweed salad, swapping soda for green tea, or fermenting homemade vegetables are manageable starting points. The gradual shift allows the palate to adjust, making the transition sustainable. Over time, these small changes compound, mirroring the cumulative effect seen in Japan's longevity hotspots. The societal implications are profound. Healthcare systems buckling under the weight of chronic disease could be alleviated by preventive nutrition. Public health initiatives promoting fish over processed meats, or fermented foods over sugary snacks, could reduce the burden of diabetes and heart disease. Schools and workplaces adopting these principles could foster healthier generations. The Japanese example proves that diet is not just personal but communal, requiring cultural support to thrive. Ultimately, the message from Japan's oldest doctor is one of empowerment. Living to 100 isn't reserved for a genetic elite but is achievable through daily choices accessible to all. It's eating fish instead of fries, sipping tea rather than soda, and savoring fermented flavors over artificial ones. It's viewing meals as opportunities to nourish rather than indulge. This philosophy, honed over centuries, is perhaps Japan's greatest export, a blueprint for a long, vibrant life. In a world obsessed with quick fixes, the enduring wisdom of Japanese centenarians reminds us that true health is built bite by bite, day by day, with patience, respect, and joy. The journey toward longevity is as much about subtraction as addition. Removing processed sugars, excessive red meat, and artificial additives creates space for the foods that truly sustain. The Japanese diet's simplicity is its strength: no complicated recipes or expensive supplements, just real food prepared well. This accessibility makes it a universal model, adaptable to any budget or cuisine. As global interest in longevity grows, the Japanese example stands as a beacon. Their dietary habits, rooted in tradition and validated by science, offer a path not just to a longer life but to one filled with energy, purpose, and wellness. By embracing these foods and the lifestyle they represent, the dream of reaching 100 in good health becomes not just possible but probable. The secret isn't hidden in a remote island or a lab, it's on the plate, in the cup, and in the daily rhythms of eating with intention. The Japanese oldest doctor's advice is an invitation to rediscover the profound power of food to heal, to sustain, and to extend our most precious resource, time.